Hello YouTube, welcome back to my video. In this video I'm going to show you a basic CRUD project using Java and MySQL. CRUD which stands for create, read, update and delete. So I'll be showing like how to uh, insert a value to the database, take a value from the database, update a value from database and delete a value from database. So we are using, as I told you, we are using MySQL as backend. So if you don't have MySQL installed in your PC, I have another video for that to download and install MySQL. Go to my description, I have put there. So please install MySQL first and install Eclipse for Java developers. I have the link for that I have given the description that also. So let's start. So first let me open my MySQL command line and show you what all the databases available in my MySQL. So the password is root, and to see what all the database available in my PC in my MySQL, the command is show databases, and if I click enter it will show all the databases available in my database. Okay, so I have a database named test, so I'll be creating like I'm going to create a database name CRUD. So just type CRUD. So I have just created CRUD. Okay, the database name is CRUD. So to see what all the tables available, just write use CRUD and show tables. So the table will be empty here. Now I'm going to create a new table here. Create table name, I am giving it as user, and the first column I am giving it as SL number and it is in value, and the second column I am giving it as name, it's a varchar, and I am giving the value as 100, and the third value I am giving it as email, and same it is a varchar, it's again a value 100. Okay, so this is the syntax to create a new table. So oops, there is an error here. Yes, I missed out to add create table. So it's in the syntax the table. So it's like create table user, the username, the columns, everything is same. Yes, the table is created. So to view the data in the table, it's like select star from user, it will be empty say. So we have created a database, created a table inside there, and now we'll be doing the basic CRUD operations. In this table we'll be inserting, updating and deleting data into this table. Okay, so let me go back to our Eclipse. So let me create a new Java project. So I'm going to create a new Java project, and I'm giving the name as MySQL CRUD, the project name, and let all be the default, and I'm just going to finish. So we have created the project CRUD, where you can see here the reference library, JRE libraries are there, it's a default libraries, and the package is there. So inside the SRC I'm going to create a new package. I'm giving it as MySQL, same thing, CRUD itself. Okay, CRUD. Okay, so first thing what we have to do is in a project we have to get the connection to the database first. So we have successfully created the table and the database in MySQL. So from the Eclipse we have to, from our project we have to get the database connection. So for all project where we are using a MySQL backend, the first thing you have to do is you create the connection class where you can call the database connection. So each time if you want to get any update or any if you want to do any queries from the MySQL, we can take this connection class and do the operations. Okay, so we are going to create the connection class first. So let's go to your package, create select new and class. I'm giving the name as a DB connection class, DB connection itself. Okay, DB connection, and just press enter. Okay, now we have to create a method inside this class. So I'm giving the method as public which is actual returning connection. I'll explain this one. Public connection, get connection, and we have to import this one from java.sql. Okay, so what actually this does is, if you are calling this method, it is actually getting you back a connection class, which is actually the connection with the mysql database. Okay, so inside this one you have to create a connection object equal to null, and since there is a chance for creating exception with the connection, we'll have to give a try catch block and print the exception there. So what is error here? It's not written. Okay, so add a return statement connection. Okay, now we have to get the we just created a connection class which is actually null. We have to get the real connection to the database to that. Okay, I have just copied the code to get connection from the database. So actually this is a predefined syntax, so don't worry about all the things here. I'll explain what is this one. So this states that we are using mysql database, and if you are using any other database like Oracle, PostgreSQL, or any other database, we have to change this for name according to that. And same way we are giving the host name here, and the port number is 3306, which is the default port of mysql, and this is the database name, and this is username of your mysql, and this is the password of your mysql. Okay, so we have to import this driver manager also from java.sql. Okay, now we are all set to test the connection. So for testing, I'm creating a main method here, so that we have to call this connection class. Okay, so let me create an object of the tv connection class. I have created the object, and I'll show what will be the output if the connection is successful and not successful. Okay, so if the connection is successful, it will return the connection string. Actually it will be actually a string, a random string. I'll be showing that. And if the connection is failed, it will give a null value. Okay, so let's try that. So we have let's try that. So we're going to run as java application, and just wait for the information what is coming. Yeah, it's coming like java.lang.ClassNotFoundException. So what this says is like you have to import a mysql jar to your project. So actually this mysql is a third party software. So to get the connection to that, mysql itself is providing a connection class. It's actually a jar file actually. So you have to import your mysql project. Okay, so to import it to your java project, right click on your project and go to build path, and here you can see configure build path. Just click on that, and here in the libraries section just click on add external jars, where you have to navigate to the location where the jar file is in your pc. So I'll give a link in the description to download it now. Just double click on the jar. This is the jar actually, java connector, mysql connector java. So just double click on that. You will get the jar imported to your project, and click ok. Now we can see here in the reference library mysql connector jar is actually came there, so we have just imported it. Now let's run again, and let's see the output what's coming. Yes, it's giving the connection string, which means the connection is successful. So the basic step to get connection to the mysql database has been completed. Now we'll go for the create, read, update, and delete operations. Okay, now in the CRUD package, I'm going to create a new class. The name is I'm giving it as CRUD test. Okay, now inside this I'm going to create a, a method named public void create data, which means insert data. So I'm going to give a string SL number as the argument, and a string name as argument, and string email as argument, the same thing which we have created the column names for our tables. Now first get the connection to the MySQL. So let me copy this. We have to create the object first of the connection class, which is the DB connection, and we have to create a connection object. So it's from java.sql, and the connection object which is equal to db connection dot get connection. Okay, so we have successfully got the connection here to the database. So we have to give a try catch block because it is there's a chance of throwing exception, so just print the exception here. Okay, now first create a query to get to insert the value. So we have to give a string value, I mean string query, where we'll write our query of MySQL. Okay, the query of MySQL is like insert into the table name. The table name which we have given it is CRUD. As you know, here we have created a database, not database, we have created a table name user. So it is like insert into user, and the column name, it is SL number, the name and the email, and the values as give it a question mark, because we are going to use prepare statement, which is actually the safest method of calling creating queries, because if you are using directly as argument in this query, there is a chance of getting SQL injection hacking. So it's better to create using prepared statement only always. Okay, so first prepared statement object, so it's from java.sql itself. Prepared statement ps is equal to null. Now get the connection class binded with uh, the prepared statement. It's like ps equal to connection dot prepared statement query. Okay, now we have to assign the variables in there. So the syntax is ps dot set string. The first variable is the SL number, and the second one and third one is name, and third one is email ID. Okay, so we have all set that. Now let's give a system.out.println to see the query, and the last one is ps dot execute update. Okay, so which will update the insert query to the database. Okay, now let me give a main method here to execute this function. So it will be like, again I have to create the CRUD test object, so to call that function actually. So here it is, obj text dot create data. So we have to pass the variables there. So the first variable is SL number, I am giving it as 1, and the second variable is Genu Chawar as my name, and the email I am giving it as genu@gmail.com. Okay, fine. So we are ready to test our the create inserting a data into the MySQL database. Now let me run this. To run is go to run as, and just click run as.